Okay, so this morning we're going to do a bit of an experiment to see if I can create something a bit like something I've seen but never tried. So there's a Chinese street breakfast food called Jianbing, or Jianbing, I hope I've said that right, which is like a kind of breakfast burrito type of thing. It's like a pancake stuffed with some vegetables and other fillings. Now, full disclosure, I've never tried that food. I've never been to China. I've been to Chinatown, but not at breakfast time. And so I've never even tried this thing, but I've seen lots of people make it. And I'm going to try to make something which is as close as I can get with the ingredients I have available. So I am substituting out quite a few things here. And as a result, this is not going to be any way authentic. Hopefully it's going to be something that has a bit of an impression of the original. So it consists of a flour pancake coated in egg, spring onions, and then stuffed with like a soft but fried bread and a cracker and barbecue sauce. Now I've got some barbecue sauce here that's left over from pork ribs that I bought from the Chinese takeaway the other day. So hopefully that's probably the most authentic part of the recipe. I've got some wheat pancake mix. I think possibly there'd be less wheat in some of these recipes in China and more rice or corn, but I'm using what I got. So let's get started. I've made this batter a lot wetter than the examples I've seen online, and there's a reason for that. This pan is incredibly non-stick, and actually what we'll end up with, if I make the batter any drier than this, we won't be able to spread it across the pan. It will just break up. Let's get the last little bit of batter down there on that side and just give it a little spread. Just encourage it along a little bit. Just really to maximise the size of the pancake. Okay, looking good so far. As that just comes up to being cooked, the next thing is a whole egg goes on top, and we just kind of spread that onto the top of the pancake as it cooks. And that egg will just stick to the top surface of the pancake. Next we got the spring onions, will go on there. These are called spring onions in my part of the world. You might know these as scallions. Let's see how that's coming together. Okay, the egg is starting to cook. It smells really good already. The egg is almost done. Okay, let's see if it's going to come off the pan. Okay, it is, but I think it needs a little bit more toasting just on the underside. The egg's just still a little bit wobbly, but that will continue to cook as we go along. Turn the heat up a little bit now. We can always turn it back down again in a moment. Okay, so now I'm just going to flip over about 1/3 of that pancake like that. Turn the heat right down, and this is where things go a bit weird. So we're going to have this barbecue sauce goes on now, and my fried white bread, which is the equivalent of the kind of fried dough. And then I've got this just crispy cracker. Now this is just a crisp bread really, so not exactly authentic. Now I'm just going to get this onto a board, turn the heat completely off, I'm going to tip this out onto a board so I can roll it up, because I can't work inside of that pan. So, and then we're just going to finish off with a bit of green lettuce. I think in China that would probably be mustard greens, but I don't have mustard greens, so I've got to work with what I've got. And then we kind of roll this up like that, and cut in half with a sharp knife through the middle there, and then it's normally presented like that. Now I think that doesn't look too bad. Let's get it to the table and give it a taste. Okay, if you can hear pitter-patter in the background, it's because it's a really rainy day today. First rain we've had in months, so I apologise for any background noise. Now here we go. So remember that what I said, this is not authentic. This is made with quite a few substitute ingredients. So remember what I said, this is not an attempt to be authentic. This is a kind of homage, I suppose, to Jianbing. I will one day go and try the real thing myself, and then I'll know whether I got this right or wrong. But let's give it a taste anyway. So I served it on a plate. Of course, that's not how you'd normally get it. You'd normally get it in a bag and you'd wander along the street eating it. But let's have a taste. Really nice. I think probably my pancake is a bit thicker than it ought to be, but you know what, that's really tasty. The barbecue sauce is sweet and smoky. The cracker is crispy still slightly. The fried bread just gives it a luscious substance. And those spring onions and the lettuce, obviously that would be mustard greens in China probably, that just gives it a little bit of a flavour dimension. I could very happily eat that for breakfast any day. So I know that's not authentic. I hope you found that interesting. Please feel free to comment and tell me what you think I did wrong or what I could have done better. Or, you know, if you prefer, please feel free to roast me in the comments if you think I shouldn't be doing stuff like this. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.